During Musachi's days, it was easy to master every art. I mean Miyamoto Musashi in his book of Five Rings, whose series we are looking at. But nowadays, it is really difficult and almost impossible to master every art. But nevertheless, we have to learn how to survive. Like, we need to strive and become well informed about almost every field. For example, most of us need to improve our understanding of the law and finances. Like, this is required both in practice and the theoretical sense. Like, you have to know how to pick the right investment, like how to pick the right mortgage, how to choose the right investment fund, and to understand why it may not be a good idea, like to start property development in a different country, like a foreign country whose laws you don't know about. If you don't understand the language which the natives speak, then it makes no sense. At least most of us try to understand that. I think Musashi would be amazed by the complexity of the modern world, but I believe he wouldn't sit on his back and be like, there are lots of skills I have to know, and let me just chill, like most of us do. I believe he would have trouble to be acquainted with every art, at least almost every art. I think he would have sat down and chosen uh, which particular things do I really need to survive and thrive in this world, like the most important things. And to do this, you don't have to do it in a disorganized manner. You will need to create regular thinking time to create and adjust plans for both your personal and professional development. It's not easy, but at least the most important thing is to learn the art, like the art of discriminating what is really important and what is really not important. At least if you start with that, you will be good to go. For example, if you have a dream to construct a house in, let's say, Tanzania, you will have to set aside some time to acquire knowledge and expand the knowledge of the law of the land of Tanzania. If you have a chronic disease, take time to understand its treatment and its prognosis, and that way you will not land in trouble. If you want pension, you should understand what are the effects of claiming it. Otherwise, in future, you may be shocked. Is this really happening? Yet you had a chance to learn about it. Remember, people are difficult to govern because they have a lot of knowledge. Let me repeat this. People are difficult to govern because they have a lot of knowledge. Those are not my words. They were said by Lao Tzu, an ancient Chinese sage, if you want to read more about it. And it goes back to reviewing your basic, like your core skills, like we said in the other video. Choose out what are those fields that I really have to completely rely on other people's knowledge. Is it a dentist? Is it a doctor? A lawyer? Carpenter? Who is it? Name it. Then start training yourself a little by a little and gain knowledge about what is happening in that field. If it's a disease, what is its prognosis? What's its treatment? And before you watch this next series, only think about, let's say you didn't learn the skills of cooking and then your wife falls sick in the future. Just imagine that mess, the trouble you'll be facing because you didn't think about the future. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.